he did it.
It keeps flopping my HDMI and I don't know how to fix that because it doesn't happen when the Elgato's not connected.
I don't know. Might just be a problem. Maybe when we get a new one.
It only happens when we click the button on the controller, which is very odd. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody, we're back. We're going to stream Fallen Order again. Picking up where we left off last time. If you want to watch the first stream, that'll be available on YouTube. We didn't record it on Twitch, so.
Same name for our YouTube.
Yeah. Dry99.
Gotta think of a catchier way to phrase that.
Also, the link is in our Twitch channel, so you can just click on that.
Oh, that's nice.
We're also available on Instagram and Twitter. If,
And TikTok.
and TikTok. If you want to go to that place.
I figure this might not be. Who cares? I figure that TikTok and like YouTube Shorts are good for exposure, but they're not very good for longevity.
Yeah.
Like in terms of you don't really follow anybody on things like
If you
that.
want the highlights, those are posted to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, though.
Yeah. Alex has been working hard. So.
I'm learning how to use computer.
Working hard or hard
And
work?
the use.
I know how to do the TikToks.
Oh man, yeah. In all fairness, every single one of us utterly abhors TikTok. So I
Yeah.
mean,
And we're all like,
it feels like paying for sex.
Alright, so I'll start playing.
Hold on, I gotta load it because there we go. We're on that one.
Because this will be a short turn for me.
I don't think we're in any significant danger. We're still in the first world.
Does anyone feel like they're in danger?
I'm in danger.
I feel like I'm in danger constantly.
Oh, good. That's probably, maybe you should eat breakfast.
There's just a man slightly out of the camera shot holding a gun to me, like, you better say stupid crap on content.
On
He slides
content?
out. On content, yeah, it's called content.
Uh,
I have become aware of the slang also. This is where we just came from. This is where I'm from, like,
We just got the
Lizard
wall.
is?
We just got the wall running,
oh,
yeah.
so we need to head back to the
It's okay. When he dies from that giant's...
Yeah, but I don't want to have to hit it in
Oh
order
my
to.
gosh. You died.
Yeah, I know. What's going to happen is that you're going to have to... Ty's going to die, and then you're going to have to run over... Yeah, run.
And then up the vines.
Ah,
Okay, take a left, yep.
why? We just did this.
Yes, because you went back to an area we've already completed.
Yeah, well, in fairness,
No need for meditation yet.
let me meditate.
He's a very pious man. That's why he's abandoned the Jedi
If I
Order for the
die-
last 5 years.
I am connected to meditation.
Meditation's my
I'm as connected to meditation as like a 45-year-old newly divorced mom is when she listens to Stevie Nicks.
I'm pretty sure that's just hot yoga.
Frick. What is it
can I kick
about
that
those...
Do I have to?
You have to have
wall
force
run,
push.
wall run.
You have to have
Oh, yeah,
force push at
push.
that point. Yeah, you get that in the next world.
This place sucks. It's like, oh, welcome to this planet, but you can't do anything.
Get on the
yet.
elevator.
It's
You're gonna
supposed to
wanna
be
get on the elevator
like a
right
little
down
tease.
That's old school.
You have to press that button because it's
I would
currently
rather
up.
get
Yeah.
crushed.
Oh, you just turned into a baby.
Yeah, it's like,
You just went like this.
it's like I am Spider-Man.
But they
In
took
the
a lot
worst
of,
version.
with this game, they took a lot of inspiration from Metroid, which requires backtracking and getting certain powers.
Yeah. However, they tend to have
Took a lot of
backtracking
inspiration
that's...
from bad games.
Disagree.
Okay, I've never played it.
I'm terrible at Metroid. Metroid and Mega Man are the two older games that I can't return to, even though I was good at them when I was
I was
younger.
never
Oh, see,
good at
yeah,
that.
I was just never good at them. You're gonna want to jump the gap and get above the buttons.
Good might
Jump
be
the gap.
Good might
Oh,
be a
yeah.
stretch. I was better at them when I was younger when I hadn't done
You're saying you were passive.
Yeah, like I could
When
actually
you hadn't
complete.
dealt with 3D games.
Yeah, the issue is that now the gameplay is so smooth and so responsive.
Come here, fish.
When it's like spam this button 3 times and it probably won't work.
Yeah,
I'm not used to that.
The issue I had is the games back then were a lot simpler, but because they were less simpler, they made them a lot more difficult.
Oh yeah, backbreakingly difficult.
And so you had to really get good because everything had the same type of mechanics.
Yeah, but everybody had a different.
This robot is totally beat.
Whoa,
Come on,
Yeah,
let's just run faster.
You're slower than a very small utility droid. I know.
Aren't we all?
I'm
Someone-
bigger than
we're not
someone's
gonna
a
get
large
upset at
utility
me.
droid, but smaller than
Okay.
smaller than really small.
Probably
really
one.
big utility.
Probably.
Someone's going to get real upset at me the fact that I didn't know Wikipedia from Ark, and it's not a utility droid. It's some type of other unit that someone
Isn't it
pissed
just
off at.
a BD unit?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're like.
Common should I rest?
I would rest.
Okay.
You're not near any enemies.
Going to some
You've killed a total of what thing?
Yeah, but when he gets out of the
I've killed a
Sorry.
total of 4 things.
but when he gets out of this temple,
And they were all little
Well,
nub
since the last time you rested.
worms. I didn't rest. I
Oh.
just meditated because I was like, what if I die?
also
then
good point.
Alex will have a good place to start from.
Also, the Force is the only situation in which something is glowing and pulsating out of a normally very dull substance,
And you want to
and
touch it.
you'd be like, oh, let's touch this.
You should never touch it.
If you've ever watched a Fantastic Four movie, first off, I'm sorry. Second off,
Don't touch it.
they always go and touch the random like space flares, and they're like, oh, I wonder if this is going to do something good,
And you know,
and it
one of them
doesn't.
turns into rock, so did it turn
Got a
out
scan?
good for them?
I mean,
think
it
Ben
does
thought so.
because he ends up getting like an attractive blind lady.
But
as
also,
his
he's made of
girlfriend.
rocks.
It's also kind of rude.
He was freaking made of
Well, it's
rocks.
kind of rude in retrospect that you've got like Ben, who's now stuck as like a rock creature.
And the other 3 are fine.
Well, not only that, but canonically, like he's got meat underneath.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. So underneath like the rock exterior, he's actually just a normal dude. So it's more like, you know, in Predator, where like
You
Arnold
all right,
Schwarzenegger
BD?
like coats himself in mud.
Well done.
It's basically that,
Whether
but
you
hard.
are. You have
Yeah,
passed
but he
the
also has
test
super
I
strength
left
that
behind
can go one-on-one.
and gained access to the
Yeah,
vault
cool.
and this
But also he's
recording,
made
one of
But
many
also it's called-
encrypted log stores.
There
But
is
also,
I am
flame on.
Master
That seems
Eno
like a much
Cordova.
cooler.
absolutely.
I may not
If you
know
live in
your
West
name,
Hollywood,
but
absolutely.
I know your
Flame on!
Jedi Order
You're like, time to start these forest fires.
I
boys."
wonder if there's any subcultures in America that when watching the movie in 2004 heard the phrase flame on and wondered what was going on in the subtext there.
Were the villagemen still
Meditating here, I
around?
was granted
Village
a
people?
premonition
Yeah,
through the
people.
Force.
Those
A
poor
vision
guys.
This
of
guy's
doom.
name is Indor Cordova.
I have placed inside this vault
You know
a
you
Jedi
know.
hologram containing a list
Isn't
of
that
the
guy
names
the one
and
chick from
locations
Halo?
of young
Isn't
Force
Cortana
like
fugitives
Cortana?
Cortana.
throughout the
Yeah,
galaxy.
dang, I was going to make that.
Ahead you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also
But,
another test.
Oh, dude,
I can
completely
only
lost
trust
my-
this
Oh, yeah.
hologram to
The thing
someone
is
who has
that
followed
his
my
wife,
path
Ben's
and
wife, in
understands.
those terrible movies,
Seek
straight up
out
leaves
the
him.
hidden tombs of the three
And he's like
sages.
walking around
and
New York
learn
City,
to pursue
and
the
because New York City
mysteries
is
of
so
the Force
famously
as the
small, you know,
Zepho
he
once
immediately
did.
sees her in this crowd,
In this
and she
droid,
looks
you
at
will
him
find
after he
everything
saved the
you
day,
need
takes
to
off her
succeed
wedding
on
ring,
this
puts it on the
journey.
ground, and walks away.
Go to the Zepho homeworld.
And they're
Actually,
like-
I remember that
There.
scene because he went to try and pick it up and he couldn't because he was fat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a
The
dick
storm.
move.
Good luck,
Not only from
Jedi.
her, but like the movie plays it off because Chris
the
Evans
Force
keeps
be
like
with
poking
you.
fun at him for being like ugly and unlovable. And it's like this movie straight up has it out for Ben, which is a little bit better than the reboot in 2015 or whatever, Fan 4 Stick, whenever that came
Guess
out.
you were
That
the
one I
someone
never
I was
watched,
supposed
so
to meet.
I can't comment.
I watched 5 minutes of that and said, "Wow, it's the same movie, but the Fan 4 Stick reboot in 2015 or something with Miles Teller as like Reed
I haven't seen
Richards.
No, I've been alone. For
Yeah, well they
The one
gave
guy
Ben a
from
back.
Bizarre
now.
Gent?
Yeah, it's Miles
Without
Teller.
any-
That is okay.
Hey, he looks like a
What's his
looks like a little
face?
weasel.
Michael Jordan.
No way to live.
Yes,
The
Not for a Jedi.
Flaming Torch.
the flaming torch.
You know, the Flaming Torch. Isn't he like super gay and torch? Sorry.
That's right.
He's a womanizer when it's Chris Evans's, and then he's just like a dour sad sack
Oh,
in the
Hey.
reboot.
But the whole point is in the
You wanna
like,
meet some,
throughout the comic runs, Human Torch
Friends
was a
of mine.
showboater.
Yeah, he was a womanizer. Like just
he's loud,
Easily.
annoying.
But weirdly
That's
enough,
what makes him lovable.
well, they make Reed Richards in the second one dance with strippers, like at his bachelor party, and she's super upset. One,
Always.
if you have got a bachelor party and you dance with strippers, you're a jerk.
It's true.
That's just I don't make the rules there. Kind of a crack.
Am I supposed to do anything here?
Yeah, you gotta leave, buddy.
Fine.
He
So
runs
anyone
like
enjoy
Tom,
that cutscene because I didn't watch it at all.
he runs like Tom Cruise runs.
Except
Where he like
less
runs
fast.
very like this.
With the
Tom
arm
Cruise is
pumping.
fast. This guy's
Yeah.
slow.
Tom Cruise
Is
is
he
fine.
slow? Yes.
Tom Cruise is shorter than I am.
Not
I'm
what
only
you wanted me to
5'9".
Tom Cruise has also made
This
more
is the
money
fastest
than
you've
I
ever
have
been
ever seen in my
Will be
life.
when he
Dirt.
Yeah, but he's also part of the Scientology cult.
Yeah,
it's
but it seems to work really well for him.
Not his wife.
He's the only one.
I would just run past.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, the first enemy that he comes across is going to be that giant Madonna.
The enemy of my enemy is
Boggle?
also my enemy.
Well, now you're gonna have some people shooting. Spoiler.
No, that's later in the game.
Oh, that's later.
Yeah, they haven't found the
discovered
place
this
yet.
world.
Look at that perfectly preserved fossil.
I know.
Wasn't that just
Oh,
that guy's here.
I would run. Not
That
off
was
the
the
edge.
Nailed it. Nailed it, buddy.
Definitely didn't blow it.
But,
Holy crap!
Ty,
What
are
the
you
heck?
doing?
Run away!
Ty, don't hit the grass.
I can't.
Sir, jump down the pit.
But not off the edge.
Thank you. Oh, you're fine. You can just go the exact opposite way. I mean, I would
Can I
press
not
that
do
button.
this?
Press the button.
Okay.
Can't open it.
Also, I've completely lost the thread of whatever I was mentioning.
Tom Cruise in his Scientology.
Oh yeah, I think it worked out pretty well for you.
I like Tom Cruise.
It's working out wonderfully for him.
Like in Top Gun, I liked that.
I still haven't seen
In
that.
Top Gun 2,
I haven't seen
thought
Top-
that was really good. I watched it like twice.
I still haven't seen Top Gun. Now.
Mostly because my sister loves it.
Apparently, it's phenomenal.
It was really good, dude. The practical effects, awesome.
Well, yeah.
So cool.
That's because
Because it was just jets, and I was like, yeah!
to call them effects is to pretend like those were like designed
My
because
friend.
that would make the movie better.
Yeah.
It
That was
appears
Tom
Also-
Cruise was like, I want to go Mach speed.
Yeah, Lockheed Martin designed the airplane that they use for the Mach 10
Strange.
Actually,
testing.
it's a fangirl.
In the
just
show.
in
for
there.
such a peaceful culture to have any fascination.
Oh, Miles Teller's in that movie too.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a dead thing on his lip. Though.
Yeah, he's got a caterpillar on his face.
Yeah, that's one of the
And people are like, oh yeah, caterpillars are back in style.
Miles Teller looks like a
really.
weasel
So
that's been
To
shaved.
wrap it
by
back
all
around
except for
to
his
Star
lip.
Wars, in what's it? What's the one that's supposed to take place before episode
BD1.
4?
Episode 3?
No, it's the one that
The New Hope? No.
It's the one that-
Oh, Rogue One.
We
Rogue
Are the
One.
Thieves.
So with Rogue One and also with the new Disney Star Wars, they
That's
told the
just-
actors to grow 70s style facial hair so it would look more in universe.
That's it.
Awful.
So they told them to grow like mustaches and sideburns and things like that.
That's actually something I'm willing to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
For
Rogue One as a whole,
Was one of the better recent Star Wars movies.
yes.
according to Kenny's sister.
Oh
according
my
to-
gosh, she loves it. She loves it. She's like, oh my gosh, it's so perfectly written. It is not perfectly written. If you write it in the structure of a heist movie, which is what she argues constantly, you should be heisting something. Constantly, they are not heisting anything.
Well, you only really heist one thing in a heist movie.
Yeah.
But you don't even get to the heisting part until the last third of the movie, which is the only part anyone
I
remembers.
don't know if most people use heisting as a verb.
I don't care.
I don't see why we shouldn't though.
Yeah,
Is there a verb?
Should be a lot quicker than the way in.
Where is he?
he's
can
telling you
walk-
where to go.
you can
I
walk-
don't want to.
Okay,
Tide,
well then
go.
you can go the other way, or you can go on the pipe because you can hang down underneath.
Oh,
Tide,
we're
please.
gone. What?
But
Saved
no,
by the skin of his teeth. You're gonna want to get up because you have to slow that down with the force.
I don't want to press X. The A button that PlayStation pretends is X. Yep, then hit R1.
Now run through.
Now wait there. You can't do anything until you get this first push.
Is it
Knock
first
that
push?
thing out of there. Is it not going? Yeah, so you can't do anything.
Stop. Wait a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, I think.
You just complain about that all the time.
But now you
You're
have to
gonna
jump.
make
You have to
nauseous.
jump to the one
I mean, you've got, you call him slow, but the dude's got some like, terrific strength.
He does. I'm impressed. But also, really
It's
fast.
like a Spider-Man.
What happened to your sprinting?
It's awesome.
What happened to your sprinting capability?
I work on it every day. I go to the gym.
Well, you're better than me. I was just going to say I lost that in about 10th grade when we started exercising.
Do not go down there.
That's where the Ogdobod door is.
Yeah, time to say hi.
No!
This is where you die.
You will die over and over, and we can't retrieve our frickin' and you don't have a point, so you don't have any of our XP saved. So it'll just kill us, lose our XP, and then for the next 30 minutes we'll spend
You can
trying to kill
say
it.
hi, Jen.
It saw you.
Smells
It
worse
saw
than
you.
Breeze does.
Go.
You can say hi gently.
I'll back with you later.
when,
Once I get 40 stim packs.
yeah.
Because I suck at this game.
Rather when I can do more damage in my lightsaber.
Can I jump that?
No,
Probably
not.
You have to go
Get
from
like a triple jump. Is that a thing?
You have a double jump.
Really?
No.
It's like, this is an unknown capability.
Please. It's the Padawan's just starting to practice again. He's not even close to Jedi.
How near double jump?
It
I do-
with Qui-Gon Jinn.
Well, I do love.
Qui-Gon Jinn died like before this kid was a Padawan.
I don't know enough about Star Wars timelines to correct that.
Because he was still a Padawan during Order 66. So if Qui-Gon Jinn would have died like 15 years. Anakin was 9 at the time.
25.
Anakin was
So it's been 16 years.
Yeah,
If he's
and-
25.
He was 9
I'm
when
just
Qui-Gon.
guessing.
Well, he was 9 when Qui-Gon Jinn died, and I know he was at least a young adult during the episode 2, episode 2.
Sure, but they
Episode
fussed that up
2,
by
he was
casting
like
Hayden Christensen.
17, 18, and then there's supposed to be like 5 or 6 years of war, right? So
Something like that.
it should be at
I
least
don't think they ever
23.
specified the timeline.
I think they actually
In the movies, at least. Yeah. Go down there. You got it, son.
Can I scan it?
There's nothing around here to scan.
I thought that guy liked things for
That's because you're not doing anything for the trailer. Please.
So I'm gonna Google that because now it's bugging me.
the fact that I don't have the time for Star Wars.
Well, the fact that we're taking guesses at how old was Anakin?
Wild
when
shots in
he
the
was
dark.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
81.
Anakin was my
15
favorite
movies.
character, and then I watched the prequels. Again, when I was
Then you watched any content that has Anakin in it that
I was
isn't
like,
the
Pass
Clone
the
Wars
test.
or the
I
Kenobi
haven't
series.
really
About
watched
BD1.
either of those.
Come
I
on
don't
board.
know.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Is he
inside.
Clone Wars is
Kenobi?
phenomenal.
Oh, BD1, this is
Kenobi,
Grease.
I
Hey,
haven't
Grease.
seen anything
What is
beyond
that?
like cursory spoilers.
Get off my
on the
sofa!
timeline.
Get out of my sofa! Get out of there! Get out!
But I know that
That
they
is
do a really good job
BD1.
of showing his slow
He's with us.
descent.
I don't
instead
care
of
who
Yes.
is
suddenly-
with you. Have any idea how hard it is
Also,
to get
Padme-
orders
He's a guy
and
like to
a
murder
patrolling
people.
Padme isn't
Not
intolerable.
really.
Oh, what did that?
I
Like
hope
she
you
is in
found
the
something
Navy.
better out there than this
Natalie
droid.
Portman.
Oh, calm down, Breeze. He did. Tell
I'm
us,
pre-writing my
Yes,
review
you
for
built
Soul
by
of
an ancient
Thunder.
civilization
Natalie
called the
Portman
Zepho.
intolerable
A
question
Jedi
mark?
named Eno Cordova hid
No.
something inside of it.
All of the
No.
views that we get
Hide
on that
inside.
video are just people flaming me for
Holocron
being
from the
overly
archives.
sexist or something.
You're like, no, I just don't like
Contains
Natalie
a list of
Portman.
I'm like, no,
photos
she
of
freaking
children.
looks amazing. She's buff.
Yeah,
The
she's
next
Absolutely
generation
hench for that
of
movie.
Jedi.
Congratulations.
I
She's
knew
like,
it.
I worked out so
Oh,
much
my
and
God,
it was
you were
awesome.
cool.
And I'm like,
Is
You
it?
knew him?
Well, is it balanced
Yes.
out by the fact that I
A
think
long
Tessa
time
Thompson is
ago.
incredibly charismatic?
I was
and
his
fun to
apprentice.
watch? Unless you're
Who's Tessa?
Cordova was
She's
a
a
loner.
Valkyrie.
oh yeah.
That little droid and I
Yeah,
are probably
except
the
for
only ones that
in
know about Organa.
Men in
Oh,
Black.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
International question mark, the one
Never
with
watched
Central
A
thing.
holocron.
Never watched it.
It
Well,
stores
that's
information,
because
but
it's a terrible
only
movie.
accessible
Those
to
were good
Jedi.
choices. Let me
Hang
go.
on,
Made
did I have one
phenomenal
around here?
choices. it
Oh,
sounds
she has
like
a
from this
holocron.
video,
What a
yeah.
day.
Well,
Doesn't
speaking-
everyone have a holocron?
Well, speaking of Kenobi,
People are like, oh yeah, holocrons are so important, and then he has a holocron. Pretty cool. Everyone has one.
This is Master
that's Master
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan
Kenobi.
Just
Kenobi.
like
I regret
sitting
to
in the
report
sofa.
that both our Jedi Order and the Republic
What does it say? Like, clean up your room?
It's every time I like pick it up and it glows, it's like, you shall
With that
not
list of force
pass the
sensitives,
math
we
test.
could
And I'm like,
rebuild
what?
the Jedi
That's
Order
weird.
and
I put it in
Every
defeat the
time you
Empire.
use your holocron, it says,
no
like,
problem.
to continue
Let's
this
get
call,
it.
please pay $2.
Except
Yeah, I'm like,
Inside the vault,
I don't have
we
2
have to follow
credits. What are you
Cordova's
talking
Yes,
path.
or
about?
2
You mentioned
credits.
something about the planet Dathomir and a
Sorry, I have
Zepho
to be
homeworld.
correct in
All right, well,
canon.
where are we going?
Yeah.
I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
But they got rid of like all the old books,
Before we do anything,
and that is all.
I need to know
I had
something.
read some of the old books that used
How
to
come
be
you're no
canon
longer a Jedi?
since Disney bought the.
Like Young Jedi
franchise.
Knights or something like that?
I had
Oh, yeah, I read
experience.
some.
They were phenomenal.
I read
Sorry, my
I
phone
Jedi,
took
which
my
was
phone took
really
forever
good.
to load.
So
But
I
Anakin when he became
cut
Darth Vader
myself
was
off from the
22.
Force.
Oh, what a
Oh, so it's only
So
it's,
it's
it's
terrible.
only
That was really
30,
close.
I
13
believe that
years.
rebuilding the Order is
Yeah,
the
between
best
9 and
chance we have
22.
against the
Yeah,
Empire.
Man,
but
he
if he
peaked
was
real
if he was a
early.
young
Yeah.
child
What do you
Padawan
mean?
during that, Qui-Gon would have died way
I
before.
believe
he
I
was,
can't keep
like,
hiding
yeah.
from the
Why'd they
Empire,
hire
so
a
I don't really have a
27-year-old
Casey
kid
Miller.
As
over
long
his
as you're alive, you will always
27-year-old?
have a choice.
Something like that?
I watched him in
Because you really
Takers,
want
You with
more
us.
child actors in Hollywood.
and he was like the best.
Okay,
actor
I
in
have
that
no
movie.
problem.
Yippee!
We're in.
I have no problem with that kid.
racing.
Where is that?
I have no problem
Wizard!
with that kid. It's
Dude, your pod racer, wizard, man.
No, the best pod racer is the one guy who gets caught by Sebulba's trap and goes, "Ah!" He does his best Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
How do you? What do I?
"Ah, I'm about to get blown up."
Time to meditate, Cal Kestis.
Do you do anything besides meditate?
I'm a very pious man.
Except
Cal
for,
Kestis says as if he.
except for
has-
according to Cal Kestis, if he like meditates too much or too hard or some garbage like that, he like loses control.
Time to plant some dirt.
Hey, Grease, what's this thing?
What?
Some
You've
dirt.
never seen a terrarium before?
You sound like an undercover FBI operative trying to
Well,
bust
I've
up
been
a
a bit
smuggling
busy
ring.
hauling you
Time to
around the
plant that
galaxy.
dirt.
But you know,
Wait
you
a
could
second.
pay me back with some seeds.
That's illegal.
You're turning around.
When it's out there, you
Now, guys,
betcha.
honestly, the
But
drugs are
when it's
just in
behind
the
a
oven.
comfortably thick wall of
I didn't know they were
embargoed
there.
glass,
I definitely didn't place them.
Alright,
You go to the.
I'll see if I can find
That's
it.
every episode of Cops, where it's like I love it because they
Time to
intentionally.
go?
Where do you guys
Great.
wanna go?
Hate sitting around like
Here? No,
Dathomir?
Pagano.
Let's go to
Or not
Dathomir.
Pagano, Zepho. Yeah.
Zepho.
The
worst
other-
place ever.
The other one is really hard.
I know, I've been there.
But
Travel to planet. That's the one.
so the weird thing
Yeah,
about
Zepho.
Cops, if you've ever watched like 2 episodes of Cops, you've seen every episode of Cops. And also,
Well, yeah, because it's
I
white
came
trash
to the
getting
gun
arrested.
my wife still loves it.
Master, you know
Not
what?
just white trash.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
What they do is they
Ivy, you
alternate the
Recommend us
races.
watching.
You must have spent
So
a
they
lot
make
of
like an
time
Oreo
on
sandwich of
the
every single
planet.
episode.
Yes.
And apparently the creators were on record being like, yeah, that was intentional, so nobody came away
Do you
with any
remember
like,
the
preconceived
last thing
notions. And I'm like,
Cordova
oh, okay, I can understand. We make that pitch, you know.
How hard is
But
that?
at the same time, if you admit that, then it sounds worse.
Yes.
Like you probably should have just kept that to your grave,
It's lonely.
because now,
Better
like,
find more seeds.
racist jerks are going to take that and run with it. But if you just hadn't
They'll be like,
said
oh,
it-
you had to choose?
yeah, like they're like, oh, you
So
had to
how hard
pull
is
that.
that?
Like, yeah, you see, the problem is that like Twitter's
Which one
killing
do you have
it.
more of?
Oh, if you ever get asked that question as the creator of Cops, I think you just like, you're just like, that's a lose-lose
You
situation.
know, I know a lot of cops. Do you
a
want me to
storm
rescue
brewing
them?
down there. This might
I
not
know- I know a
cost
guy.
you time to land.
Yeah,
Cops.
something
And it's
strange.
always like
Those
I
winds
love
are
it
interfering
because
with our
when
comms.
they hire
Cordova
when they
mentioned something
are
about
arresting
peace in the
somebody
eye of the
of
storm.
minority
I
descent,
can
it's
just make out a
usually
settlement
in
in the
some
middle
like,
of it.
crappy
Then
suburb,
we have to get there.
like right outside the suburbs in like Kentucky or Georgia, like somewhere nowhere still. But like for a white dude, it's these perfectly like pristine like, neighborhoods.
No,
in,
there was like a couple where they were like
well-known-
outside of
There's a lot of
like a
white-
hotel.
There's a
and
lot
they
of
were
white
just like
trash
doing
like
cocaine
white
recently. And
Oh,
he's like,
yeah.
dude,
Swim picks up.
I gotta arrest
Because
you.
there was one that they
Like,
were
so do
like,
you have like drugs in your car? And he's like, no. And he's searching the car. He's like, dude, what's this then?
they always
like,
look
no,
like
it's
they
not
got-
drugs.
A little
They
tricky.
always look like they're on noise,
Yeah.
and they're about to just bolt from the camera. Like, oh.
I've never done drugs ever. And then he pulls out like
Hold on,
6
hold on,
bags of
hold on.
cocaine.
Well, I love it because they've got basic knowledge, which is they will show some like poor white trash guy living in a
Perfect land.
trailer home,
Yep.
like having a domestic
Easy money,
dispute
baby.
with
But
the
I'm
just
still getting a
ugliest
lot
people
of
you've ever seen in
interference
your
on
life, and
comms.
they're all on
It's gonna
that.
take me a minute to
And
get
then
them
it'll
back
cut
up.
to like a very like
I'll search for
respectable
signs of
looking
Cordova
white
in the
dude
meantime.
who like
Good.
gets pulled over and like you bought
I'll
like
be in
50
touch.
pounds of cocaine.
He's
Like,
like,
it's ridiculous. They're like domestic disturbance for the poor white trash. But this nice
Now,
white collar looking
over here.
dude, like, wasn't even speeding. They pulled
Drug
him over.
trafficking.
Yeah, he's drug trafficking. You're like, what the frick? And then they cut to like some like poor
Really
Hispanic
do
guy in
anything.
Texas, and he ran from the cops because he had like a broken tail light. It's like, just don't run, dude.
you have, it's fine. Just like tell the
Accept
cop you'll fix
accept
it.
the $10 ticket and get the frack out of there.
Go buy a headlight.
One of it.
And
Or
then
you know,
again,
just go to any mechanic shop and be like, hey, can I get this headlight fixed? And they'll be like, yeah, okay.
then again, one of
It'd
my
be like
rear
20
lights
bucks.
on my
That
bed.
was good.
I'm pretty sure. Because they took out the light. Well, they took out my light in Jiffy Lube, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't replace that. So here you go, and put it in my hands." I was like,
Put it back.
I was like, "You actively did more damage to my vehicle."
I hate it when people do that. I go, put it back. Fix it.
It's so little effort.
Yes.
Ooh,
Dude,
yeah,
let's put on a poncho.
Oops, I gotta figure out
What
the
a
correct
day.
thing to do. Ah,
What are you trying to do?
Poncho.
Alex is taking a screenshot.
Yeah.
there we go.
R1.
It's button mesh. Put on some gloves.
There you go.
What a guy. Yeah.
I like him in his jacket.
I think it looks
It's very
jacket.
form-fitting.
It looks good. Yeah.
He's got a flat stomach. Good for
He
him.
does.
Well, we can go that
Very
horrible
fit for,
doctor. Like,
He's like,
Yeah.
I am the doctor.
You do
now.
look like a serial killer when you wear that.
Oh, it's not bad.
looks like he's appropriating Native American culture.
Hey.
I think it's Tusken Raider in this universe.
No, I think it's he's just
This is why we're
found
gonna-
some burlap and he was like, oh dude, I can wear this. I'm fashion.
Also, I've been playing way too much Batman Arkham Asylum because I keep hitting X to try and do things when it's R3 in this game. That's why I keep jumping, because I keep hitting X to sprint. With,
Yeah.
It's not.
I've just
In
been
all
playing
fairness,
Persona.
as funny as he looks when he runs like this, Batman, in especially the earlier Arkham games, runs with his chest out, and he runs like this.
Yeah, it looks weird, but then I also remember how long ago those games came out.
It's still impressive, yeah.
Spider-Man kind of does that in Spider-Man.
That's because they took a whole
Watch
lot
out,
of
BD.
He's just kind of, when he's jogging, he's like kind of like this.
But then again,
I thought
he's jogging
I mean,
like
that's
someone
kinda
that,
how I jog.
he jogs out like a CrossFit. Nice.
Yeah.
I thought I killed him with one stroke and like he came back.
But he's been sliced in half, so that's pretty good.
He's beneficial.
Yeah.
It's a little charred.
Someone tells me that Cal Kestis might be better too.
Don't fall behind
He
me.
gives off those vibes.
But he gives off those vibes
See.
as a, like, I've
I've
seen a lot of
murdered too
murders
many
and I'm done
things.
with that sort of thing, rather than like a pretentious jackwagon about it.
I wish you could just like
Find
pick
something?
up the baton and do nothing.
However, both Grease and Seer, like the two people in your ship, they look like avid meat eaters, and like they would eat you if given an opportunity.
They're cannibals.
But they're just cool.
That was not nice.
Yeah,
Hey, you
yeah,
got it. That was like perfect.
yeah. If you parry, then your next hit will do more damage to the
Oh,
ball.
I don't know how to do it. Oh, that was
No! It jumped
got
on
a
me.
rat planet.
I'm hungry.
He wants to eat
Little help.
cow kesses.
Ginger tastes delicious. Empty calories.
Snack that smiles back.
Where's the fish?
I better find a meditation place.
Probably.
Cal,
But that's okay.
Can you hear me?
You're creating
The Empire. They found
a
Zeppo.
shortcut right there,
if they were following the mantis,
Slice.
we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for
yeah.
the
I do
troops?
love that.
Let's
I
hope
love
not.
that means that
Just
the
got our
Empire,
comms working.
because those
I'll
are the
try
people
the same
who are,
workaround to
like,
crack into
organize
there.
what the infrastructure is here. I love the idea that the Empire like created this pulley system to get up there, and then they're like, I don't really want to use it right now, and they tie it off.
Surely I won't need to do that.
Even though it's a currently occupied planet. Nice.
I'm playing Sekiro.
About to get
Cut
wrecked.
to. I know. I'm waiting for the giant like massive beefy arm guys that are on this
yeah.
planet. You know.
No, he'll just get wrecked by the
sweet.
like goat.
Oh, dude.
The goat's right around the corner.
The first time I
He's gonna
played,
eat you.
this game, I died on that goat like 15 times.
So did I.
You also glitched my game somehow.
I know, it was pretty awesome, wasn't it?
Like, yeah, you froze it. I don't know how you did it.
That's about the most I've played the game.
Hurry, catch him! Hit him already!
On your PlayStation. Oh, I hopped him on too. And glitched it.
You're like, man, I didn't even mean to kill that guy. I was killing one dude and it just kept going through. He sliced through him like
You
warm
see
butter.
It's like it's a lightsaber.
I love the idea that they're like, we're armored. Oh my gosh, she's got pure energy.
We're gonna
I
die.
should be able to do jump attack. On
Yeah,
this.
so you
Yep.
jump, and then there you go. It has to be enough.
You just like slices it.
Yeah, all you did is make him lose like all mobility in the
He
lower.
just died because his own buddy shot him right fucking right with his chest.
That is something that can happen sometimes. But you just gave that guy hemiplegia. You just cut off, like at his thoracic vertebrae. You just sliced his spinal cord.
Okay, I do like the animations they have for when you parry.
Oh,
and
it's so
break their
good.
guard.
So good.
I'm just gonna
You
do
can
this.
scan him.
I love the
Time
one
for
where
a
you
sip.
roll over their back and you like uppercut them with your sword.
Scan him right there.
Yeah.
You can,
Another one?
you can get the seeds and plant stormtrooper seeds.
Thanks for the help.
Stormtroopers, time to grow some scouts.
Also, so the weird thing is does Star Wars ever say like the planet Kamino, the one that like has got the cloning facility?
Yeah.
Did they ever say that it gets blown up or something?
I think it's
Uh,
technically supposed
if
to
you
be
play,
off.
so if you play Battlefront 2, the original
BD1, over here.
Yeah, yeah.
they actually shut down cloning operations because they started making a clone army to compete with the Empire because they saw where the Empire was going and didn't like it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, Battlefront 2 is phenomenal. I
The
really
original was.
Also, Kamino is one of the best maps.
On Battlefield
so-
1, I loved it.
I had-
didn't play much about
I had issues with Camino just because it was so choke pointish.
Well, the thing is that we never
I
played.
did kill him, but this
We
was-
never played inside the. Yeah,
Ow, that was a
unblockable. You jumped right. Oh shoot!
You go over there.
anymore!
You have to do burpees.
Direct hit.
Which is jumps up like that.
remember I am almost dead.
Stand on you.
Nice. He will carry you. Yeah. Nice.
Or if I parry him, I'm just gonna roll away here.
Oh, 1 second.
And by away, I mean right into it. I lick his baton as it comes at my face.
Maybe I should have gone the other way first and found a launching point.
Oh, also, Neptune.
But I unlocked the
Shortcut.
shortcut. So you should be able to get back there without
But you
taking
just have to
nearly
fight
as much damage.
everyone.
No, because I had to fight the monsters at the start, and that's actually what made me go first like that. Also, I think my favorite bit of Star Wars lore is during the Jedi Fallen Mandalorians. The Mandalorians figured out that they couldn't deflect lead bullets, so instead of using fancy laser guns, they
Gun.
turned back to lead. So that way it would just pass right through the
Yes.
lightsaber and kill him.
I
The
love
original
that.
super weapon. Gun.
I have
It's like,
always.
yes, but have you done with ancient technologies?
That's
Gun.
right. We're super powerful. No one could ever defeat us. Oh my gosh, he's got a gun.
Hey,
they're running away!
How will you defeat me, gun?
Well, you just stabbed him in the back. Like
Yeah.
a coward.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the
fight
Jedi
Luke.
way.
Dude, man.
That's right,
you
Cal
can
Kestis
do
is a hero.
Mandalorian transplant.
I'm actually really excited because Mandalorian season 3, like he's going back to Mandalore.
Yeah, because he's got the dark side.
Take her and go.
I'm
I'll lead
super
them away.
pumped about that actually because I love Mandalore. So I played Knights of the Old Republic as a kid, so a lot of times. Yeah, Swakatar. I absolutely adore the games, and it was one of the parts that was incredibly cool to me was you got oh my gosh,
Just shoot me.
Oh,
Thank you.
I just realized what I should have done is use the force to slow the guy down, and I think.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Jedi's on the
I'm
move.
playing this on hard mode.
That's what you gotta do.
Exactly.
When you fight Okamura's
The fact that we're not even the bosses and we've already died a couple times.
Yeah.
An enemy. Here?
That's
I mean that's just extra, Cal. Like that was showing off. Like watch, I can make him do jumping jacks.
I'm a, you know, he
You guys
abandoned the Jedi way. He's a bit of a showboat.
Well, like, do
Do
you,
you guys want to check out these ragdoll physics?
Well, do you remember, like, when you were in high school and you had the military come in and do like arm workouts, and at the end you had to do this part? It's like the 1, 2, 3. You guys didn't have to do that.
No. I was a small high school way out in the county in the boondocks. We occasionally got the military recruiters out doing. The only thing they had was the pull-up bar.
Okay, the best thing about the military recruiters in my
Hit him to get our points back.
Yeah.
one good solid. That is my favorite.
That
Like,
was cool.
that's just like
That's not extra.
that's
Like,
just murder. You just go through his
Did
appendages.
you scan something?
Yeah, I scanned his scout triple command.
Good job.
Alright, we got places to
Gotta
go,
collect
people to
them all,
meet,
you
people to kill. Alright, but what I was saying is the best thing is we had this guy named Ben in my high school.
Yes.
And Ben wore a trench coat every day.
That's exciting.
Ben was a weird kid.
We had a couple guys like that.
But remember, this was a decent time after Columbine, but not far enough
The
for the
Empire
world to
forced the villagers
forget.
from their homes,
So,
fighting refugees,
Ben
Everyone
shipped
was
off to
super
work
nice to
camps.
Ben for some reason.
walked around. Yes and no. Nobody liked Ben. Everybody put up with Ben, mostly because the aforementioned memory of previous negative experiences in American history. But what happened is that we had military recruiters all of the time in the four corners, like the major part of our building, of the main building of our high school. Well, it was nicknamed that, but it was just like a massive entrance.
You
to
had a
our high
place
school.
called the Hole in the Wall.
We had a place called what was it called?
We
The
had a
Dead
place-
Hall.
we
That
had
we
a
were
place-
not allowed to say that because the school
yeah,
cracked
you
down
did.
on us at the end of my tenure that we couldn't call the Dead Hall, which was completely unfinished and unfurnished, and like the stairs didn't have the grip tape that other stairs did to prevent falling, so like you just like shattered your ankle and that crap.
My school didn't even have stairs. And we just had across the railroad tracks, which was across the train tracks, where everyone went to smoke and do drugs.
We had like 5 floors. And the halls we call them like the junior hall or the senior hall or the
Can't run from us.
whatever.
Oh, he beat me to it.
And then the school stopped telling us to go. Thankfully, all of us to call it like the 300 hall and crap.
Oh, that's garbage.
Yeah. They're like, no, that's not like inclusive.
No,
Like,
that's
no,
a
but,
bad
like,
name.
It's, you walk down the junior hall and you feel like you're gonna get shanked, and that's about right. You should be careful in the junior hall.
Can you
Should I
slice
say
this?
that?
I can do it because we need the scalpel prepared.
Sorry about your
And now
scalp.
when I'm like, yeah, the junior
Standing
hall,
up
my
to that
sisters
bomb
are
rack?
like, I don't know what you're
Pretty
talking
brave.
The hall where juniors are.
BD1.
Yeah,
It drives
the
me
hall
nuts.
where you feel like you're getting stabbed.
But,
Do you know what I'm talking about? And they're like,
It's
I
the
know what you're
crime
talking about.
alley of high school.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Crime
Oh,
Village.
speaking of Crime Alley, so back to Ben. Ben the trench coat wearer. So he once wore like a pirate outfit for a whole week. This kid was weird as frack, and nobody commented on it for fear of Ben actually being weirder than he seemed. So everyone kept their head down.
can
Was
go-
he just
we
doing
can
it
go to the
because
skill
no
tree,
one
though.
would comment on it?
We have a skill point.
He was
we
like, I
can
wonder
spend
if they'll
that.
say something
That,
if I wear this pirate
that
costume.
requires you to be a self-aware person. He was in no way, shape, or form self-aware. But so
Where do we need to go to get lightsaber? Oh, force push. I think we almost have that.
spear blocking, the force pushes. We need to buy this first.
Oh no, that's overpowered still.
Sorry, we were slow. So
Force
sorry, push
attunement.
we learn in the context of the game. It's not
Also,
something we buy.
Should we get the?
I say dash strike because that leads us to 3 of other options.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
And then I say we leave the next point for in case we come across somebody who requires a specific thing. Like they would make the fight easier if we're having problems with.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of like Ty. I want to learn the lightsaber flow.
That
The
is
only thing I ever want
that
to
is-
do in this game is learn how to throw a lightsaber.
that is past midpoint, if I'm remembering correctly.
That is the only thing.
It takes a while to get there.
There's no reason to play this game. Let's
It's
play
very-
The Force Unleashed because
But
you
yeah,
can throw lightsabers
so we had-
almost immediately.
So we
Well,
had
the
like
force powers
an
are
actual.
It's because it's The Force Unleashed. It's the best way to play ever. It's the best way to have the Force. And the Unleash. Unleash your Force.
It's like the Game of the Year edition of the Force, the
Yeah.
Unleashed edition.
yeah, the Unleashed.
But yeah, we actually had like random members of the military all the time in this one group. And one time, Ben was walking with his trench coat across the four
Was he
corners.
not wearing it? It
And-
was like embodied next to him.
Well, it was like massive, and it was draped over him. And as he's walking by, suddenly the recruiter, who's incredibly like amiable and nice, I watched him suddenly stiffen. And from the time that he saw him in the corner, all the way to where he was passing the hallway, he just stared at him the entire time. And I'm like, that dude was running over like potential combat scenarios in his head. Just
He was
in
like,
case.
and I'm not allowed to buy sidearm because this is a school.
But if so, he would be dead already. Like,
I would have
Ben
it
does
drop.
not know how close he got to just getting absolutely manhandled when he passed by him, just like the muscle in his jaw twitched, and I'm like, this man is ready for it. He's going to kill
Hey, there's
Ben.
lights.
I mean, in all fairness, no one would have been upset if Ben had gotten the crap beat out of him because he was incredibly annoying and he liked to hit on people who were quite younger. By hit on, I mean awkwardly do so because he didn't really know how to do. Oh,
Whoa, that was cool.
thank you, sir.
Like, he just flung him off the edge.
There, he's gonna pop out of that crap.
Or is that the one that just popped out? Nope, there it is. Good eye.
Oh, yeah.
No, baseball. Good eye, good eye.
I was making fun of saying sounds like a day mate.
I don't understand.
But that just.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself!
Oh!
The game saved me.
Well, I know it's getting clipped.
Come on! Yeah!
Now who's in?
Oh, shattered my ankles. Okay, crap, we're in the difficult.
Here's the goat.
That looks like
Or
a
the
problem.
Ilex, or whatever they're called.
You cannot dodge that.
I can dodge it, but I
You
can't.
can't block it. You can definitely.
Oh, stun me.
The only thing you can do is dodge. Nice, nice, nice.
You can scan it.
Huzzah!
Picked him off.
I somehow blocked him enough. Wow. I really took off his horn like I was elephant hunting.
Yeah.
Or
Can you
rhino,
make
I
a
guess.
knife out of it?
I mean, that's my thought, is make your lightsaber hilt out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, this is hard. Alright,
Oh yeah, this one's
we got a rocket launcher guy over there. See?
You can force.
Yes,
I don't have force push.
Oh.
Alright, sir. Time for you to be serious.
Keeping count of
Now.
Stop the trio.
Oh!
Yeah, but if I'm in the middle of a like significant combat,
Yeah,
I
it gives
can.
me a
Wah! That's right. Dead. Oh, you killed your friend.
Can you block this?
Definitely. Come on. He's like, wait, hold on, no!
He's like, no, I got another.
It turns out lightsabers beat
Were you
rockets
not
at close
gonna scan
range.
That's pretty scary.
Good
So
stuff.
much for collecting all the scanning.
I do love that at the end of the game, spoiler alert, Darth Vader does enter at some point. And the bio for him is just the, like, one of the two Sith Lords. Uh-oh. Oh, Neptune!
Now we glitched the
Oh,
game.
what the heck just happened? Hold on. Okay, I can get up there.
Yeah, you
If I don't kill myself. Alright. Cool, boy.
Are you actually gonna try that?
Yes. So I need to wait for that.
Grab another one first.
Very
Oh, that's
nice.
right.
There you go.
Oh, BD wants to skin something.
Tell them we're not scanning things anymore.
Sorry,
You missed
BD.
one thing, we're never scanning again.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
You know, it'd be a fun challenge run with this is seeing how far in the game, like, how few skill points can you spend and still win.
That's how I've been playing on my other profile. I had up to 10 skill points before I bought something. It's a bad idea. Oh, hey. Ah. There's got to be some treasure.
Wow, that was
Yeah, you
very
gotta go
poorly
all the
timed.
way.
Thank you.
I think there's a shortcut.
I think this is where you can repair the spawn ring. That's where I'm done. It's
Uh,
always tempting to take that extra.
I honestly don't remember, but if so, it's not too
Oh!
Oh boy.
You better sprint though.
You are nuts.
Yeah!
What was that? Yeah!
You're already?
You're having a hernia or orgasm? I'm not sure which is worse.
Oh man. For a masochist, they're one and the same. This has been your fun fact of the day.
Also
for
going to be
watching
used
our
in
stream.
Kitty's divorce court.
What happened to the fun part of the fact?
Oh, dude.
This crate was moved here by stormtroopers.
That was like a minute.
They seemed anxious for some reason.
How weird do you think it is
Pressure
to
to
be
find relics.
where, like, you're running around with this redhead Jedi, and then suddenly, like,
Why is the fact that he's ginger important?
well, because he closes his eyes. Well, Cameron Monaghan does look like fairly nightmarish. The dude's an odd-looking guy. But the thing is that he closes his eyes, he sticks his hand in this giant ball of glowing, like, rolls his eyes back to the back of his head, sees us for a second, he's like, I've got more life now.
And BD's like, okay. So
Starts
does that mean you'll
snaking.
need less stim packs? Well, no, I would need more.
Because I will be making more terrible decisions.
You don't understand. Now I just have.
More lives to burn. I can't believe that actually went pretty smoothly. Alright.
Oh, you can examine something. Go back.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Don't
That's gotta be
It's
one of
this
the
massive
Zephyr.
statue. Which, honestly, I love
We're on the right
settings.
track, huh, BD?
Super pretty.
It just shows that EA can make a great game as long as the EA is not involved.
If it doesn't feel like a game, it's a great choice.
Can't get a clear shot.
Maybe I shouldn't have hit him.
Get in here.
He's like,
I really want them to do trial and animation, which is just shoot like 200 base
I'm hoping in the new game that you can, like, because, you know, in the, have you seen the ads for the new one?
No.
Like, there's only been one, like, teaser, and I'm really hoping, because some of it deals with some Inquisitor-looking guy, he's like a Buddha Palin sort of dude with, like, the slashes on his face, you know? I'm hoping, and he's got Cal's lightsaber, after Cal gets defeated previously, or, like, earlier in the trailer. What I'm really hoping is that, that ends up becoming, like, you have to fight with, like, Bible swords or something. That would be
Killed them all.
I would be cool if you had mixed combat where you got like a blaster in one hand. Wait, hold up. I feel like there's.
Yep, that's a rocket, dude.
All right, well, time to get it moving. Start moving or start getting blown into bits. Those are your only two choices in this game.
You don't like to ice that?
Ice to meet you. Get him, girl.
We have had so many Batman references.
Ow. No, I missed. Oh, that's a. Oh, frick.
He like,
Dude, you got hops.
Send him for the DA.
he's
There we
dead.
go, he's dead.
Honestly, just like all the greats.
Oh, please don't.
Wow.
Start making Kobe, not, yeah, Kobe Bryant? Yeah, Kobe Bryant jokes that you are absolutely going to
So things you said today.
I can't do this by myself.
Right, we're actually watching.
They actually do for copyright.
Just like if it's
So you wanna how about that?
under one more viewer. So
Just
really,
slow down.
You're trying to kill him by 10
I would highly suggest healing.
Well, there's nobody right here, and there's a force thing right there. So
That's fair. But isn't the rocket launcher
I
guy
can't push it.
nearby?
yes, he is. He's up the hill. Up the hill. It's a good song. Is it? Yeah.
I mean, I thought my mind went to over the hill and far away. I think it's by Big Country or something like that.
Over the garden wall.
Nope, definitely didn't go there.
Wah, 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 wah.
If this actually catches on, they're just gonna see huge jumping over the garden wall.
Yes. If I could be the impetus for Pat McHale being able to make more miniseries of stuff that he likes to do, I think that would be honestly a
Blocking
worthwhile thing.
would probably be good.
Superior blocking is good.
what
Making
about that other one
slash
you
is
haven't
really
done
good.
anything on?
Sprint strike is really good, though. I like this one. It's where you like sprint and you like jump and whack them.
Oh, that one is good. But my thought is just because we're facing big groups of enemies now.
Because we're not very good at the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's kind of like in
Stamina
Batman
increase.
when you just up the armor first thing.
The first, especially when you're playing Arkham Knight and they've got those abominable Batmobile sections. That like the game is so good. As soon as you get into the Batmobile, though, it's like pulling teeth.
I hate Arkham Knight back. I don't mind the Batmobile,
Don't
But
shoot
I-
me! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Oh my gosh! He shot me.
You're getting lucky.
but I hate the fact that they do it so much. If they just had half the amount of Batmobile, it'd be okay, but they do it so much.
Well, they've also got like, a spoiler alert, the obvious Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Like even when it's like it's Red Hood, like, no, they call him Arkham Knight, but then he looks like Batman, and he's got Batman's tech, and he's like, I know all of your weaknesses, Batman, and I'm like, you might as well have been like, I'm Jason Todd, Batman. They also like
Remember your son who died? It's me.
they also indicate that like Jason Todd probably got like sexually assaulted by Joker within that, which is pretty crazy.
Check it out.
Yeah, it gets real
I
dark.
just tortured him and killed him.
Well, it's part of the torture part.
That is.
Yeah, for the better part. At least he didn't touch my south side.
Okay. So.
But anyways, yeah, they get kind of dark in Arkham Knight. It's a good game though. It's just that they spend the entire time being like, "Who is the Arkham Knight?" I'm like, "It's Jason Todd." Please stop asking
If
me.
anything was ever obvious.
Well, of like the two pieces of Batman lore, everybody knows Dick Grayson's parents got murdered, and he's like an acrobat child. That's one. And Jason Todd got beaten up and blown up.
And also,
By
why
Joker.
was the richest man in
Came back
Gotham going
alive.
down a place called Crime Alley? There's
Oh,
a shortcut you can unlock right behind you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here, aforementioned shortcut makes no sense. Look at that.
Hey, hey, look, it's the rocket launcher dude. What a great
Well,
game
there's
is
that guy too,
And rats.
and there's another rat up there. Oh, wee! I just gotta eat them rats. It's an ROUS.
Rodents of unusual size.
Yes.
I don't believe
Thank you. I feel like Princess Bride with very minimal effort could be rewritten into Monty Python style
Thanks, BD1.
humor.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Where like as someone's getting eaten in the corner, it's like, I don't believe
That's
in the
because they
ROUS.
both have probably about the same size budget.
Well, that and Morgenstern is very like the guy who wrote the book. I don't know if it's his actual name on it
His
because
actual
he's
name.
also got like a fake.
Oh, you actually know that? Yeah. His
Sweet.
name's Goldman, and then Morgenstern's the fictional.
The fictional author does. Honestly, I really
That
enjoyed
he's
the book.
abridging.
Yeah, I
Which
really
was pretty
enjoyed
good,
the book. Yeah, it's so tongue in cheek and a lot of.
I've heard that the ending's a lot better.
Distributing its inhabitants.
In the book?
Yeah, from what I read, it ends with them being surrounded by these and basically hope of escape.
Yeah, and then it ends. I think.
Like
I might be
basically,
remembering
it doesn't show their death, but it's implied.
Well, it's basically like the Morgenstern's book like continues on, but he's like, and that's all we need to do. If I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Oh, frick!
He
He
does have
he
another chapter
ambushed you.
called
Chest to your
Buttercup's
left.
Daughter,
Oh yeah.
or something like that.
Chest behind you, chest behind
Also,
you.
does anybody want to comment on the fact that that dude like straight up carried it like a baseball bat? He's like, gotta bust some kneecaps. He was waiting for somebody to come ambush.
He obviously watched, what's the Tarantino movie?
BD1?
Inglourious Basterds.
Bastards, yeah.
He definitely watched that. It's actually a really
Dude,
good movie.
how did
till
you
the
not
very
miss that?
I don't know.
I missed it like 4 times.
I don't know, but I was
First time I
speed
played
running.
this? you better get off that. And
Yeah!
just snap close. It was like, no, you're done.
This part, I remember this part.
Yeah, I remember dying a lot on this one because I kept DQing. I respect the decision.
But like, look at all those bars. Look at your lights. Why can't you cut through those? Why do you have to do the most dangerous things?
Oh,
You have-
no!
You're still alive though!
Just like break her. Yeah, that was a rough go, man. Cal's nursing some wounds.
Now, the Empire's pinpointed
Also,
the
the Empire
It's
is
just
pinpointed
important
to your
to do
location.
Look
That
at this.
is funny.
I too used to be a Jedi and people took a freaking trade to the face.
Now,
Until I took a
I'm
pulverizing
but a
like,
ghost.
rock space machine.
Is that what that is? Is it a tunneling machine or something?
I think. I also think that it was mostly because they thought it looked cool.
Yes.
And it's like, we
It
need...
does. It's cool.
Oh, frick. Well, someone's going to be able to take another shot at this. And I'm not going to be playing this
Yeah,
whole
this
time.
one sucks.
Because I hate this fight.
What the heck, man?
Suicide is badass!
Oh, frick, they noticed me!
Yeah, they did. You like swung by and were like, "Hey, remember George of the Jungle? That's me." And then you missed the land. He's like, "Shalom."
Oh, that's right, I rolled! Where am I?
You're from hello, goodbye. You're just quoting the Beatles over and over again.
Like, they freaking get extra people! That's such a jerk move! Yes! Oh my gosh, another captain.
You don't
Please.
want to stim. Stim back.
I know, the problem is that
Stim back.
I can't.
Throw it!
Oh, finally.
Oh, you caught it.
Nice. Now you just have to jump back.
That dude was just like, okay, I love that they have personality for their
Stormtroopers dialogue?
yeah,
I love
Stormtroopers.
that.
Yeah, because there's one that's like, yeah, I helped an Inquisitor last week, and he like
What was in there?
appreciated my efforts, you know. he was real. I like, ooh, that one's cool.
What's the gold one look like next to it though? Man, that's the Blue Starfighter.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, that's basing something.
Anakin Skywalker.
But yeah, they're two like stormtroopers talking to each other, and one's like, yeah, I helped I helped a trooper, like the guys who hunt Jedi, it's purge trooper.
The Inquisitor.
I helped a purge trooper the other day, like take down a Jedi, and he thanked me for it, you know. But I was like, hey, it's nothing. It's just my contribution to the Empire. Another guy's like, oh yeah, I killed like a Jedi last week. It's like, wow, we're real valuable assets, aren't we?
Found something.
Definitely, we got
Walk
stationed on this
Stab.
rock where nothing is.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys got put into left field.
Then we have the advantage.
Clearly,
There's nothing there. Sorry.
the most skilled recruits.
Yeah, you guys are literally, like, in baseball terms, you are put into left field for the specific purpose of it's better for you to pick dandelions than it is for you to play this game.
That's what I want to do. Baseball.
That's
Like,
because
catch the ball.
It's because you're
This
very
is a
good.
waste of time. What is Crane playing at?
And like, so is the game ever
Anything
going to
useful
go
is in here.
It's the Brian.
He's like, you literally just ate lunch. I know.
Yeah, so like, when's dinner?
as you're snacking when you're on the
I'm
field.
like eating a hamburger. When's dinner, guys?
You've got a little hot plate and some ramen.
Ew. They're like, where'd you get that? I'm like,
You're still alive.
I have Amazon Prime, you know.
I took the delivery just a minute.
Woo!
The drone dropped off.
That does freak me out. Like, what if, like, when we have kids, like, at that point, drone deliveries will be more common? Oh, frick.
Well, then I'll tell you what, I don't have to buy a kid. They can just get shit.
You're just like, hey! And free stuff! What a thing!
you're
If you don't mind
basically-
bullet holes.
Just don't hit the box. Only hit the drone, guys.
You're basically pulling a,
That's interesting.
was that Interstellar?
We're on the
Like,
right
where they
track.
like, chase the drone down and, like,
I've
break
never-
it, like, with the computer?
Is that, I've never seen.
I don't remember
seen-
when
You haven't seen Interstellar?
I've seen Interstellar.
I've seen Inception.
Interstellar's great.
Other things that start with I.
Inception's...
I've seen Invictus.
Have you seen
I
Invincible?
have seen
I have seen Invincible.
We
Season
were
one.
cuddling
Pretty
together downstairs.
we were not.
watching.
We went to the theater that time.
Yes, that was actually pretty fun.
It was pretty good.
It was definitely
Because
a.
we like didn't want to watch it otherwise.
It
We'll
was.
go on, we'll go.
It was definitely a
Sprinted across
movie
both
that
ends.
was like, oh yeah, there's nothing bad about like Nelson Mandela at all. It's one of those movies.
Oh, isn't that the?
And it's also like
It's the
rugby,
rugby.
and it was like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm really interested in rugby.
Something about it crippled me
However,
if I was
I'd rather
equipped.
watch a movie about the
I can
music.
feel
than
something
robots.
pulling me
I
there.
would
Yeah.
rather.
Because-
That's kind of what it was about. But no.
yeah.
It was
Oh,
like
we-
politics, and I was like, but what about
The
rugby?
We have skillful available.
Oh heck yeah.
Well, we have
Yeah.
two. So.
Yeah.
Follow
Let the
it.
force sharpen my attitude.
Let the
okay.
force sharpen you.
Rolling my ass back on my head, laying down in the middle of nowhere. The
I
force
know
is-
more, BD.
The force is strong here.
And
I
BD's
learned
like,
to-
what?
I learned how to run at people and kick them.
Let's do the
He's
dash
like, I
attack when
couldn't
you
touch
wanted
that.
then, because you said that was really good.
Yeah.
Sprint strike. What's that one at the bottom left?
That
That's
is
more
an
force.
empowered slow.
Should we get that?
Force attunement.
Should we get force attunement?
Yeah, that way we don't have to force as much.
Get good scrubs.
Can we bring back that free
Dude.
editor? We've got an editor retainer.
Hey,
Can
the
you
editor
play-
shows how little budget
I'll
we
do my
actually have, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I am also the editor, and I don't edit. What I
spent-
do is, I cut all of the audio and I post it to Spotify.
Another one of these.
I cut
Wonder if they
the
connect.
video and I put it on YouTube.
If anybody who's watching us wants to know what it takes to be a successful streamer,
It's
I
probably more
suggest
than
you
what
go
we're
watch
doing
someone
currently.
else.
I would watch somebody who's got
Go
views,
watch
given the
like
fact that nobody's
Small
watching.
Edge or something. He's an actual skills.
Yeah, but I think our selling point is the fact that we're completely skillless.
Oh yeah, there's that. Shout out to Small Edge. Apparently. Shout out to
You are so lucky.
Kestis.
Those guys have a
Killed it.
They freaking do.
They do. I hate them. So do we get empowered slow?
Oh yeah, we gotta get one.
Oh boy.
Nice
That
dodge.
was
Swap! Oh, I already killed him. Okay. Alright.
We got like a combo.
So look, there's that sprint attack that you were talking about.
Yeah, I love the speech check. That's right, Perry.
Nice.
Off the horn. I
Harvesting
teabag.
the ivory.
I teabag over the corpse, but there's no teabag option, so I
There's
can't
not,
crouch.
is there not a crouch button?
No.
Well, then that just like run circle around.
Just like
I'm gonna do that.
there you go. It's like T-posing.
He's literally sliding on the floor. He's moonwalking.
Let's groove tonight.
Is there anything over there?
Yeah, there's another one on the top there. Simba, you must take your place in the circle. You've killed 3 of them. Oh crap.
Oh, look, and then there's something to stand.
I can't kill him either. Oh, that's right! That was perfect. I'm a god among men.
Gilly.
I can play this
These things are
marginally
pretty
difficult game.
You can play baby's first From Software game.
I love it when he jumps like that. How do we get him to do
We
that?
could play Bloodborne.
I have it. So do I. And that game is really difficult.
I know. I have like the cane whip, and I'm like, yeah, this is
I'm just excited for November 2nd when God of War Ragnarok comes out.
So pumped.
Yeah. I thought it was 9th. November 9th.
Is it 9th or something? I mean, weeks difference, not a big deal. I'm not sure which one it is.
Huge to some people.
Also, I love that they use those.
Namely, the people who get paid for
I love that they use these little corridors as interactions that you can do while like the game is loading ahead of you. There's stuff for you to interact with in that way, because given how massive this map is, there's
Never
no
seen
way
a
all
storm
of
do
the
that before.
elements are uploaded or loaded
Yeah,
into
it's
the game
incredible.
simultaneously, because that would just take up an entire memory.
Sometimes
Yeah, but honestly, it's a freaking
yeah.
like
Impressive.
Breath of the Wild does such a good
I
job of
believe
that.
this to be the earliest set of
It's hard to find that, yeah. And then
It
again,
takes
it's,
forever to load every time I tell it.
yeah, it's a lower resolution game. Yeah, it's a lower
It's
resolution.
also very
Its vision shaped the direction
Every
of
time
the
I die,
entire culture.
so much that's
I must understand why.
Or anyway.
Let's groove.
Is that okay?
Is it still going down?
Share the spice of life.
Yeah, it is. This is
The other
Yeah,
one
less
is-
artfully stowed full screen.
Hello. Let me out.
Elevator's too far.
Yeah.
that's also another staple of the classic Star Wars series. Let's talk about Cloud City.
Right. Let's talk about
I'm in the tomb.
uh,
Massive.
it needs
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
I think you
What
have to
about
come back and
Cordova?
visit this once you do have those.
Still not sure what I'm supposed
I
to
get
do.
first push on this.
He's a little.
Eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't
I
send
mean,
us here.
theoretically I can, but I have to suffer the consequences of
open mind.
dying. Oh, there we go.
There's the stairs.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
What are we, peasants taking the stairs?
You see that?
Also, gonna get
Ugh.
stink about
But also, this stream has been on for about an hour, so it's finally gets back to happening.
Alright, then the next place we can rest is where. I'm good with that. We're coming up on one real quick.
He's once again proven that he's the better player because he actually didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to. You shouldn't have said that.
Stumble.
What makes those explode? I thought they explode.
You have to touch them more than once. You have to touch them twice, or you have to physically hit them.
Because I know when
This is the part that I.
I remember back when I played this the first time, what I would do is I just throw my lightsaber at them. You have to make them pause the fight.
Oh, if you just force push them. Oh boy. So do you want the left side or the right side?
I'll take the left.
Both of them got cut.
I don't know which
All
one,
three of them got cut.
Which one has the wishbone in it?
One's
Wait,
got-
go back to that body. Because the burnt, it looks like they just took the texture for burnt hair and put it across the whole thing.
It's honestly pretty cool though.
That's not meat. That's just burnt hair.
Oh boy. Oh, it crawls like. Oh. All right. Well, I was
So
looking
that's
too
the game telling us to move on.
Hey guys, we don't have that much time.
Well, help it.
Okay. Why do I have to keep fighting these guys?
Because bit my way up.
I think that was
Yeah, but he's Cal Kestis is left.
peace was never an option.
He tried to sweater of his tears, and he killed him. Alright. Oh, we're into the puzzle part. Alright, cue the Zelda music.
That's not
Dun 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 dun
That's also
dun
not
dun
mixing.
dun.
Let's be careful of copyright strikes, guys.
Ah, frick, yeah. Well, the good thing is I'm off key, so who cares?
You got 6 seconds before it's a copyright strike.
Let's see how I can do this. Problem is, I have to
Yes,
wait
slow it
for
down.
it.
Yeah,
That
that's a
didn't,
jump on.
that didn't connect it.
Right there.
Paste. I'm trying to connect to it.
There.
Why aren't you freezing? I don't get it.
That was
Alright, round 3. Win! First try. All I can see is Adam's happy. Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here. We find ourselves in Zepho. Stop!
The ball's not
Stop!
related.
it doesn't want to.
Jump. Yeah, crisscross and make kill. I mean, look at that freaking finger strength. That's ridiculous.
I guess working in the shipyard really helped.
Go, yeah, go. That's right. I've done it. I've done it, master.
I've learned the moonwalk.
He's like, ah, yes.
Da-da-da-da,
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
That's probably where we should cut that.
Yeah.
Song
I can think of no. I can think of no better time to end than two people who are slightly less white than end of life Michael Jackson.
Whoa, I was seeing
Silly.
Alien Ant Farm.
Smooth criminal.
Oh come on, man. That's worse.
You have any closing remarks?
Around the same time next week, check out our YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah. Hopefully somebody watches this.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Cheers.